On the phone, you can actually set up your grid. Oh, good morning. Welcome back. Good morning. You can set up a grid so that you can actually have everything framed out, so that's nice, but that's not what I want to talk about this morning. I'm a little tired. I went to bed 30 minutes after. I went to bed at 11. Usually go to bed at like 10:30, like I was saying. So, it is a product of my own choices. It is what it is. What I do want to talk about is the fact that I haven't really been on social media, right? Like, it's not been my thing. I kind of stopped doing it for X amount of time. I think it's been like 3 months. First time I like looked around YouTube was last night. I just wanted to see what other people talk about. It gives you a little bit of inspiration. What the fuck is going on with like the current influencers? You know what I'm talking about? Which is fine. Influencing's cool, good for you. But last night, I watched a video of a guy who is apparently a coach for dads. Like, that's his thing. He's been working out for 3 years, and his whole point, the point of the video that he posted this time was, don't do shoulder press, overhead press to gain delts, like to work your delts. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And if you look, at about 1.5 years in, he started taking steroids. Everything you say after you realize like this is where he's at about how to gain muscle after you've taken steroids does not count. You skip to the grind, man. You have to. Saying that is outrageous, but then it made me think like, man, what else? What's the difference nowadays compared to before? Like, there's so much conflicting information out there. People just contradict each other on a daily basis. There's about like 3 accounts that I actually pay attention to. Chris Bumstead, yes, I know he's taking steroids, but he's also put a lot of work in, and I think what he says has value. Will Rattel, I know him, so I have like personal bias, but super smart guy, very, very, very like manly, like he's a man type guy, like do the meat and potatoes of a workout. And then Jeff Nippert. I'm not a science-based lifter, but I like to know what's going on in the world, so I pay attention to him. Now, with that being said, just watch who you're paying attention to. Watch what they're saying. Go back and look at what they used to look like, and do all that stuff. Holy, it is hot here today. I'm dying. But just pay attention. And if people are saying things as fact, it's almost always bullshit unless they're like quoting something that's been tested or whatever it is. So, yeah, lot of contradicting information. Back in the day, like literally back in the day, and I'm hitting 3 minutes right now, but back in the day when we would learn something, it was like from some like gym guy. Like, we didn't have YouTube and we didn't have all these things you could go watch. You just learned from some bro, like old guy at the gym, and it wasn't always good information, but it was consistent information, and so you grew. It's crazy looking at the state of social media and seeing what influencers are talking about and looks maxing and all this other shit, and I was like, wow, okay. Anyways, Pull Day B, week 2. That's where we're at. The big movement today is going to be, I can't remember what it's called. You're like, it's like a rack pull, but not, I can't remember. I'll show you it and we'll go from there. It's 3:45. That's how I almost talked for 4 minutes. So fuck. All right. We'll see you out there. Dude, holy fuck. Look at this shit. Oh. I'm dying in the sauna today. What the fuck? It's called the Penlay row. That's what it is. I don't think this is the best movement for me to be doing. I don't think it's the most beneficial, but I've kind of always used this when I first get back into fitness. as a way, not first get back into it, but get back into a program, kind of to just remind my CNS what it's like to pick up heavy fucking weight. And I feel like that's one way that it does kind of incorporate itself inside my movements. It's not really, like, as you can see, the form's not really amazing, but it's not about that. It's about the reminder of how to do heavy weight in any position. So we'll keep doing that. We'll keep for the next, you know, I think we're on week 10 or week 2, so the next 10 weeks we'll continue to do the pen lay row. I don't know if I'll keep progressing it to a crazy weight because it does put a lot of pressure on my lower back, but at the same time I don't really care. We worked up to 295, which is good. I mean, I'm not mad, but if, again, look at the form, it ain't fucking amazing, buddy. So yeah, it's definitely one of those movements that you probably don't have to include. You probably would get more out of like a deadlift or focusing on like heavy rows like that way. I used to, like, the old gym at the apartment had a pad I could put my chest on and then I could row. Much more beneficial because you're taking out a lot of the sway. But at the same time, not every movement has to be perfect. Not every movement has to look great. This is just one of those movements where I pick some fucking weight up off those pads, and when it's, and the main thing, if you're gonna do pen lay rows, the bar has to stop. Like, you have to set it down on something, whether it's the ground or in this case the straps, whatever it is. The bar has to come from a position of completely being stopped, and then you're gonna raise it up, right? That's it. That's all you gotta do, man. That's it, boys. But I have one more set of 8. And then we're gonna get into the rest of it. Like, I have typical lat pull down and some rows and all that stuff. So yeah. Fuck, as I was looking back at the camera, I was like, oh dude, I'm an American. America, baby.
I'm flicking ass out the backseat window. I'm flicking ass out the window. I'm reminiscing, flicking ass out the window. I remember it was genuine, but now I feel I'm pushing an agenda. Got brothers in cells like spinning out. Pouring the ground and they spirits keep me up when I'm feeling doubtful. I'm reminded, recollecting all the memories we made, all the strength and wisdom. But what do I gotta do for me to win? What do I gotta do to overcome it? Have it all make sense? Because the pain is debilitating lately. I've been hella anxious, talking about how shit won't change, but I gotta keep digging up out of that mindset. I gotta remember to do my job here. It's not my time yet, but the pain is debilitating lately. I've been hella anxious, talking about how shit won't change, but I...
Okay, this is gonna be a quick one. Did not really talk at all during the workout, just worked out. Some days you need those where you're just locked in and yeah, you don't do any of the stop and talk. Some days I just wanna get it done and go hard. And dude, I'm cashed. I worked really hard today. I did not do conditioning. I gotta come back this evening. I have a team meeting for my job that I gotta get to. So I'll have to come back tonight and do a couple movements and then conditioning. So I'll probably put that in tomorrow's video because obviously I'm gonna make one tomorrow. I'll have more time too. So I'll just add that to tomorrow's, but I'll do that tonight. So I'm also gonna continue that conversation about who you need and should be listening to on social media. But right now, obviously don't have the time. So energy is good. I was honest, I was just tired. So didn't need a bunch of distraction with the talking and this and that. I was very, very locked in. Music was good. Intensity is good. Yeah. I will see you on tomorrow's video. Again, coming back tonight, do some of the other shit that I missed, and that's just the way it goes, baby. But we got non-negotiables. I want to look a certain way. I got to do it. So yeah, it's Friday, man. Hope you had a good Friday. Hope you have a better Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow night. Yes, sir. Take care of your bodies. Take care of your minds. We'll see you tomorrow night, boys. Catch you later.